but the amount of stress he is going to suffer, the amount of legal fees he is going to pay is irreversible, my friend. And in such a cases, it really becomes very important for us to protect us from all sort of cases. Nowadays, for frivolous things also, people are going court of law. I argued a matter, I still remember, of Mumbai, where a patient approached for URTI to this particular doctor, upper respiratory infection, clearly diagnosed by the doctor that you are suffering from URTI, earache, body pain, fever, running nose, given a treatment. Patient was happy. 5 days later, called a doctor, blessed him, stopped the medicine. 7th day, fallen at home, taken to tertiary care center, diagnosed as acute myocardial infarction. Died, postmortem confirmed acute myocardial infarction. And still, the relative has filed 20-year-old patient, regular patient of this doctor, 1.5 crore compensation case against the doctor by connecting acute MI with URTI. Yes, he convinced the court that earache mimics jaw pain. Jaw pain is a sign of cardiac element, and workup was not done by the doctor. And truly speaking, my friend, you being a doctor are not going to do all sort of investigation only on one symptom of earache. If you do stress test, angiography, lipid profile, 2D echo, and everything turned out to be normal, the same patient may go to the court for unfair trade practice. This is the scenario. I won that case and 10,000 penalty was put on a patient, but I'm trying to share this because simple medical negligence is also actionable under the law. Not only that, my friend, the new law says complainant can file a complaint where he work or reside. So all India complaint is going to be the reality in future. All India complaint is going to be reality in future. So you need to have an advocate across the country. My friend, same happened in medical council, because medical council, one email, one tweet to PMO, one tweet to health department, everything get diverted to your medical council and suo moto action get initiated. And this is the time where my doctor need to protect themselves. I, with my personal experiences of 20 years in medical law, I always feel that few things, if my doctor takes care, they can be in peace and they can win all the cases. They need not have to worry. Let me share these differences to you. The first thing which I strongly recommend to all my practicing doctor here, please maintain your medical record properly. Because in consumer fora also, your medical record is read. In criminal court also, your medical record is read. In medical council also, a medical record is read. I remember a case where a husband has signed for wife in case of alleged MTP, the procedure, where patient died, and only ground taken by the advocate that when the lady, the patient was educated, she knows how to sign, why husband's signature has been taken instead of wife, and signature of wife was not there. And that is also taken by the court as a serious matter. And in our country, in gynec practice, if you ask me, majority of places in country I have found that instead of wife, husband signs. And that is the wrong proposition. My humble request to all my surgeon here, whenever you go to do a procedure, even if at all your paramedical staffs are given assignment of taking signature on our paper, please do check the paper who has signed. Ask the patient prior giving anesthesia about the signature, because that can save you. I still remember a case where gynecologist was called for MTP in a hospital. My gynecologist inquired on a phone. It was MTP of unmarried girl, 19 years, 8 weeks pregnancy. He inquired that all paper has been maintained. Hospital said, yes, sir, everything is done. Being a busy personality, he came, he has done the MTP, left the hospital, gone. 3 days later, that girl has filed a rape case against the boy. And she narrated to the police that my bachchu, the evidence of crime was aborted without my consent. And when medical record was brought, the signature in place of wife, that is girl, was done by the boyfriend. And boyfriend has accepted that in police station, that she is not going to sign, that was known to me. So I have taken a paper and signed for her and given to the hospital. My friend, even doctor was booked under 313. So consent is going to play a vital role. So my humble request to please focus on maintaining a medical record. Make a proper medical record, my friend. It can save you a lot. Second defense, I strongly recommend to every single doctor here to have a professional indemnity policy or hospital policy. I'll tell you, very importantly, in civil case, you can be safeguarded by this policy because now customized policy is available, which is 1:1, means any number of cases in a year. As I said, case can happen anywhere in country now. So this policy covers complete legal fees, my friend, of your advocate. Even if you lose or you win, your legal fees is covered. So no need of paying extra money to any advocate. It comes with out-of-court settlement to safeguard your reputation, like mop left inside. Now it is not defensible case. Insurance company will settle matter outside the court. It comes with all cosmetic coverage, which is the need of the hour. It comes with latest technologies, second opinion, online consultation. And most importantly, now IVF center has been offered an indemnity policy for covering everything. So ART centers, IF centers, so why don't you take such a policy? If you got such a policy, my friend, even if at all matter goes to civil court, you do not have to bother. No need of going to the court. Just sign the wakalatnama. Your work is over. You lose, you win, whatever happens, it is going to be taken care by the insurance company. And of course, I will advise you, Doctors Risk Medico Legal Services, working from last 20 years in this country, has tied up with the New India Assurance Company to provide such customized policy. And being a corporate policy, one thing is there. Since premium is in crores of rupees, no one can repudiate the claim. Individual doctors can be reputed, but not of the corporate, which you have experienced in Mediclaim. So go with the Doctor's Risk. You can find such a policy in doctorsrisk.com, available to you. And if you are running a hospital, my friend, if you're owning a hospital, let me tell you, the judgments of Honorable Supreme Court are very clear in a judgment where it was submitted to the court that in corporate hospital, cranial surgeon get, after cranial surgery, neurosurgeon gets 20,000 out of 4 lakhs billed by the corporate hospital, very clearly indicate the ratio of earning of both the people. So instead of jointly and severely, it need to be defined. And judgment came where consultant have to pay a peanut amount and 90% plus payment need to be paid by the hospital is now precedent. So nowadays, it is very important for all hospital owners to please take hospital policy, because hospital policy will not only covers all the things which is under professional policy, but also covers all qualified, unqualified staffs. I've got cases where during delivery, Bachu slipped and Bachu died. I've got cases where nurses and delivery patient and Bachu died and patient died. Multiple cases which is going to court of law. So this covers all paramedical staffs, qualified, unqualified staffs. It covers all visiting consultant to your hospital. It covers medicos, non-medicos, owner, CFOs, directors. It covers all cosmetic domain, as I said, legal fees, as I said. So it covers multiple things. And premium is peanut, my friend. Even in 25,000 and 30,000, you get a policy of 50 lakhs and 1 crore, depend upon your OPD, IPD. My humble request to all hospital owner to please visit doctorsys.com and opt for such a policy through New India. That can be a great support to you. Fourth, I strongly recommend to all my practicing doctor here, if you are owning a hospital, please train your paramedical staffs for maintaining a medical record, for their attitude, their behavior, because majority of cases that happen in country because of the grossest mistake done by these people or ego hurt done by these people of the patient and their relative. If you invest on training or invest time on training, reputation of hospital will increase and litigation will reduce. And more importantly, upgrade your knowledge. I know I cannot take a consent at this stage, but I've spoken on a consent for 3 sessions. IPD paper, how TPR chart is important, how your IPD sheet is important, how admission form is important. I've spoken on that for another 3 sessions. I've spoken on only OPD paper 2 sessions. You'll find all this on Doctors' YouTube channel, or you can ask doctors people, they will help you in that. But upgrade your knowledge, because that is going to be real. I've spoken on ARTR, complete session. What are the norms government wanted to follow by ART centers? What need to be followed and surrogacy? Since my doctor does not have a knowledge, they don't know how the documentation need to be done in such a case. Where insurance of donor need to be taken, how 1 year insurance easily can be taken, how affidavit can be easily done. They run behind the advocate who charges 2 lakhs, 3 lakhs rupees. No need. Magistrate application you do, you will get a order from the magistrate, even in ART, even in surrogacy. You need to just follow the procedure. Penalties are very happy. Yes, ART level 2, they have very clearly defined what are the norms, what are the staffs you need to be, what qualification of the staff you need to be. And believe me, my friend, counselor become very important nowadays under this act. Both that act talked about psychologist, both the act talked about the graduate psychologist, one of the employee to your center. You need to be very careful with the new act. But yes, ART I have spoken a lot, surrogacy I have spoken a lot. You will find such information from YouTube of Doctor's Risk, but my request that please upgrade your knowledge.